Every Doctor Who episode is a door to new worlds, ideas and challenges. From the echoing halls of the TARDIS to the furthest reaches of space and time, the show has continuously pushed the boundaries of storytelling, science fiction and character development. Yet, amidst the whirlwind of epic battles and cosmic dilemmas, there are hidden gems that have quietly shaped the journey of our beloved Time Lord and the show itself in profound ways. These episodes, often overlooked, have left an indelible mark on the fabric of Doctor Who, influencing its direction, themes, and the very essence of what makes it tick. They invite us to look closer, to appreciate the subtleties and the undercurrents that combine to produce the show's enduring legacy. Let's explore some of these hidden gems as we go beyond the sofa. Okay, so today we are going on a journey through some of the hidden moments in Doctor Who's history. And when I've been trying to find episodes, I started out looking at innovation. Has the episode introduced new concepts or technology or things that expanded the universe? But I'm also interested in the lasting effects of these stories on character development or future plot lines and the story's thematic exploration. But what I think has interested me the most are the episodes that might have seemed small at first, but created waves that influenced the direction of Doctor Who for years to come. So I'm going to be interested in hearing what you think about these choices and whether you have any thoughts on stories that qualify or that quietly shifted the gears of the series in the way that we haven't covered. Dive into the comments and I look forward to hearing what you come up with. Also, these are in broadcast order. I didn't want to rank one episode as being more important than another. That's not what this video is about. But if you're sitting comfortably, let's begin. The Edge of Destruction, nested in the first season of Doctor Who, breaks from the show's traditional adventure template by confining its narrative entirely to the TARDIS. This choice thrusts the series into uncharted territory, turning a spotlight on the psychological depths of the characters and the TARDIS itself. Here, the TARDIS is hinted to be more than just a vessel. It's suggested that it possesses a form of consciousness, a groundbreaking concept that adds layers to its relationship with the Doctor and the companions. A pivotal moment occurs when tensions boil over, leading to an intense altercation between the Doctor and his companions, shedding light on the complexities of trust and companionship. This episode not only deepened the character dynamics, but also sowed the seeds for the TARDIS's mystique, influencing the series' direction and resonating with fans and storytellers alike, showcasing the show's potential for introspective storytelling and conceptual innovation. Without The Edge of Destruction, we may not have seen episodes like The Doctor's Wife or Journey to the Centre of the TARDIS. Other stories such as Boomtown or The Lodger also delve into the emotional and personal impacts of the inhabitants of the stories. Building on themes introduced in this episode, essentially The Edge of Destruction laid the groundwork for any episode that treats the TARDIS as more than just a machine. The War Machines is a pivotal Doctor Who episode that marks the first time the Doctor directly intervenes on contemporary Earth to thwart a global threat. It's also the first time that we see humans in contemporary industry being influenced by an outside force, embodied by the menacing AI, Wotan. This episode significantly shifted the series towards stories grounded in Earth's present, blending sci-fi with the concerns of emerging technology. A memorable scene is Wotan declaring Doctor Who is required, one of the rare instances the show plays with its title in dialogue, hinting at the Doctor's increasing involvement with Earth's affairs. That phrase was used in the BBC trailer for the release of the VHS, and that has stuck with me ever since. This episode's approach influenced future storylines focused on Earth-based adventures and technology run amok, such as Spearhead from Space and the introduction of UNIT. Without the War Machines, we may not have seen the development of the Doctor as Earth's protector in episodes like The Invasion, or the nuanced exploration of technology's impact in Rise of the Cybermen in Age of Steel. The Demons stands out in Doctor Who's history as the series' inaugural foray into folk horror, blending the eerie atmosphere of English countryside mythology with the show's signature science fiction twist. In the quaint village of Devil's End, the Doctor encounters an ancient force, an alien entity that has woven itself into local folklore as a demonic presence. This episode is a game changer, pioneering the fusion of alien science with Earth's mystical past, suggesting that behind every myth lies an extraterrestrial truth. The moment the Doctor faces off against the demon Azal, challenging ancient beliefs with logic and scientific inquiry, marks a significant thematic exploration of science confronting superstition. This confrontation highlights the series' commitment to rationality amidst the unexplained. The Demons lays the groundwork for future Doctor Who stories that delve into folk horror, such as The Stones of Blood, where Celtic myths and standing stones hide alien life, and The Witchfinders, which explores the terror of the witch trials with an alien twist. Its legacy within the series and amongst fans is the introduction of a rich vein of storytelling that blends the eerie allure of folklore with the adventurous spirit of science fiction. Without the Demons, Doctor Who might have missed exploring folk horror at all, depriving us of stories that masterfully intertwine the mystique of ancient legends with the boundless possibilities of alien intervention. The Face of Evil significantly delves into the Doctor's long-term impact on societies that he encounters, presenting a thought-provoking narrative where his past advice leads to societal division. This episode is crucial for introducing the concept that the Doctor's interventions can have profound and unintended consequences, a theme that deeply enriches the series' exploration of responsibility and ethics. Whilst it also marks the debut of Leela, a companion with a fresh dynamic, the episode's core contribution is the examination of the Doctor's legacy. A memorable scene is the unveiling of a mountainside carved with the Doctor's likeness, symbolising his inadvertent influence. This imagery sets a powerful precedent for stories like The Waters of Mars, where the consequences of the Doctor's actions are critically examined. Without the Face of Evil, Doctor Who may not have ventured quite as deeply into the ethical dilemmas that accompany the Doctor's adventures. Often overlooked, The Invasion of Time offers a riveting exploration of Gallifrey and its society, spotlighting the Doctor's multifaceted role amongst the Time Lords. Whilst we get other episodes that expand the lore of Gallifrey, this episode is pivotal for delving into the Time Lord politics, showcasing a blend of leadership, betrayal, and the Doctor's complex identity as both a protector and a pariah. A key moment is the Doctor's masterful manipulation of friends and foes alike, highlighting his strategic brilliance. It laid the groundwork for future narratives like The End of Time and Hell-Bent, enriching the lore around Gallifrey and Time Lord culture. And whilst this wasn't the first time that we'd been to Gallifrey, The Invasion of Time does give us a little bit of a deeper look into Time Lord society, something that surely sparked the imagination of generations of Doctor Who writers to come. Black Orchid is a notable Doctor Who episode for being a pure historical drama, devoid of the sci-fi elements typically associated with the series. Set in 1920s England, it revolves around a murder mystery that entangles the Doctor and his companions in intrigue and danger, highlighting the show's versatility and the ability to explore genres in a way that other shows can't. A standout scene involves the Doctor being mistaken for a cricket player, a light-hearted moment that underscores the episode's unique blend of historical setting and character-driven story. This departure from the usual alien and futuristic narrative allowed for a deeper exploration of characters and their interactions within an historical context. And whilst not the first purely historical, Black Orchid paved the way for other episodes that experimented with the genre, such as The Unicorn and the Wasp. It proved that even in the 80s, there was room within sci-fi for a show to focus on storytelling that went beyond traditional sci-fi. Delta and the Bannermen is a distinctive Doctor Who episode from the late 1980s that blends elements of whimsy, tragedy and romance against the backdrop of a 1950s holiday camp. The story's unique tone and setting demonstrated the series' ability to explore a variety of genres, moving beyond its traditional sci-fi boundaries. A memorable moment is when the Doctor participates in a rock and roll dance. In fact, this blend of light-hearted moments with a narrative of alien conflict perfectly highlights the show's capacity for genre mixing. This episode influenced the series by showcasing its potential for combining different tones and genres, leading to future stories like, The Lodger, where domestic life and cosmic threats collide in an everyday setting. Delta and the Bannermen provided that Doctor Who could successfully incorporate humour and historical settings into its sci-fi narrative, encouraging a broader storytelling approach in subsequent sessions. Now, we're nearly at the end, but I do feel that there are a few episodes that deserve an honourable mention for their creativity and impact. The Green Death combines environmentalism with high-stakes drama, introducing the concept of eco-conscious storytelling that we see echoed today. The Curse of Fenric is a rich tapestry of historical intrigue and supernatural horror, showcasing the series' ability to blend genres whilst delving into the complex themes of faith and evil. City of Death, with its clever plot involving time travel and art history, stands out for its witty script and its engaging narrative, highlighting the series' capacity for humour and intelligence. The Seeds of Doom is another notable mention, a thrilling story that merges sci-fi with the horror genre, reflecting on humanity's hubris and the dangers of tampering with nature. And finally, The Talons of Weng-Chiang. Despite its controversial aspects, it's celebrated for its ambitious storytelling and its atmospheric setting, illustrating the show's venture into darker and more mature themes. These episodes, each remarkable in their own right, contributed significantly to the legacy of Doctor Who, demonstrating the series' range and depth across its original run. But finally, let's take a look at the last entry on the main list, The Happiness Patrol. The Happiness Patrol is a standout Doctor Who episode for its bold satire and critique of authoritarianism, set on a planet where unhappiness is illegal. The main story itself left a lot to be desired, but it does distinguish itself with its allegorical narrative, challenging viewers with its commentary on the facade of happiness and the suppression of dissent. A memorable scene is the Doctor confronting the ruler Helen A when he challenges the very notion of forced joy, encapsulating the episode's critique of superficial happiness and the importance of genuine emotion. This moment highlights the series' ability to weave social commentary in its sci-fi narratives. The Happiness Patrol influenced the series by demonstrating the potential for Doctor Who to address complex societal issues through allegory. It paved the way for episodes like Gridlock and Oxygen, which similarly use a futuristic setting to critique current social and economic systems. And whilst we've seen this before in Doctor Who with episodes like The Sunmakers, the Happiness Patrol took satire a stage further, pushing the boundaries of what was acceptable at the time. And there we have it, a bunch of episodes that broke moulds, challenged norms, and left an indelible mark on the fabric of this iconic series. From the eerie halls of the TARDIS in The Edge of Destruction to the whimsical yet poignant Delta and the Bannermen, each story we've explored embodies the spirit of adventure, of innovation that Doctor Who stands for. But the universe of Doctor Who is vast, and its stories are as numerous as the stars. So I want to turn to you. Which episodes would make your list? Were there any that I've missed out that you feel changed the game completely? Share your thoughts, share your favourites, and share your memorable moments in the comments below. Until next time, keep exploring every episode, which is a doorway to a new adventure, and perhaps you'll come on my next adventure when we go beyond the sofa.